What up, family? Dej Loaf. Notice I said loaf. We all seen this chick come in the game, fam, and was hitting hard. And the character that, I don't know if it was a record deal or whatever individual got up under, but it took away from who we wanted as Dej Loaf. You feel what I'm saying? And not saying that an individual was not successful in their own right, but we wanted to see more from Dej Loaf, right? But Dej Loaf is still moving. She's still doing her thing. In the process of that going on with Dej Loaf, Moneybagg Yo is blowing up, right? Matter of fact, Breadgang, he called it, Loaf Boys. Now, I want to say, family, that we in a system, it's a system of hatred, before we get into detail, against our own people. I'm noticing a lot of interviews, and I got to keep it real. When I first started, I was doing interviews, wanting them to be, certain type questions that I asked that separate the community, that separate them with all these different things that was controversial dealing with street hip hop. I was into. I stopped doing interviews, fam, because I seen what it was costing like, and it wasn't sitting right with me. Now, fast forward, family. When it comes to these separations amongst the community, when it comes to these social media platforms like we seeing with Shannon Sharp and all these different things, people is going at him saying that he using the platform to turn people against each other, but our people is already against each other. And this situation just go to show you how deep it run. Now, Dej Loaf, guess she been sitting back, her and her team been watching Breadgang, the Loaf Boys, YTB Fat and all of them do their thing over there at the Loaf, right? And Dej Loaf took to her social media, and she was saying a lot of different things, fam, and saying y'all really know who the real Loaf is and where that come from. Was saying like, Moneybagg Yo, the Breadgang, the Loaf Boys, is all a spin image of what she brought to the game and put down, and they ain't giving it up for her, like talking about, right? Now, a lot of fans were saying, Dej must be doing bad right now. Why all of a sudden you saying something about, the loaf and different things like that, and matching it with the Loaf Boys Breadgang, because of bread, you can get a loaf of bread. You know what I'm saying? And it is Breadgang, I got to say, before I get into what I'm really gonna talk about. But this is not the only situation that we have seen. We seen Fat Joe, and when it comes to the franchise boys, her recently talking about the lean with it, rock with it. You know what I'm saying? And the one that Fat Joe came out with first with do the rock, now lean back. And individuals were saying that word, like the loaf word, come from the first one that created it on the record. Now let's set this straight, fam, with Dej Loaf. Let's set this straight with Fat Joe and all of them, because I got to keep it real. Loaf was around before Dej Loaf even came in the game. So I don't understand, why she would be so upset with Moneybagg Yo, them saying, because in the South down where I'm from, we've been saying getting it by the loaf. Different things like that. And a lot of the YGs or the younger people coming in the game think different words or different styles with clothes, is new, but it have always been into play. It's nothing new up under the sun. It just revived itself again. So with this situation, I feel like Dej Loaf is totally wrong and maybe bored or want some attention. And matter of fact, let me stop you there. I know it's the clout, the attention on it. You got to do what you got to do to get your bag. If that's how you feel, you bring it to the game, hey, do what you do. But she also got an album coming that she promoting at the same time. She's saying it's about Moneybagg Yo and them. Now, one thing I can say about Moneybagg Yo, one thing I can even say about Got It, is that they took the formula and worked it, made it happen. I could say Moneybagg Yo was a student, fam, to what Gotti had going on. And it's showing by him breaking other artists and staying in the game as long as Moneybagg Yo have been having longevity with records after records each year that's proper in the lineup. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to salute that coming from an individual like him. But overall, with this situation, fam, I think Dej Loaf might have could have just connected with the Low Boys and made it look better. But hey, you know, she is where she from, and they get down like they get down. But I will keep y'all updated, fam, on this situation if something turn up further. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.